What's up everybody, it's your boy Green here. In today's video guys, I'm gonna teach you the difference between the camera and using a cube, a wireframe cube or an empty cube, whatever you want to call it, to animate your keyframes on the camera. So let's start off by just showing you guys what happens if I would go up and down by just using the camera. So RX, up and down. You see now? It just goes up and down. It doesn't take me above the text or anything. Or it just goes in the normal view as it is already. It doesn't move or anything. It just up and down. If I would use the cube, it would look at the text. This cube will bring the camera, if you understand what I mean, guys. And this is very useful for intros. Very, very useful. So now we're gonna go side to side. So RZ. Side to side. You see, it doesn't go to the side of the text. It just moves and looks around like a real human. Nothing special. If I would use this one, go to side to side, it would bring the camera with it. And that's basically the difference. But if you would just do like this, it would be absolutely no difference. You see? So, yeah. And it's no difference with this too, but it's really much simpler using this one, because you click S to zoom in and zoom out when you have to. You can't click S here and zoom in and out. You must click G, and then Y, and it's really tricky, really hard. So I'm gonna show you guys what happens if you try to go behind the text with the camera and the differences. What would happen if I try to go behind the text like this with this one, and what would happen if I try to go behind the text with this one? What would happen? So yeah, let's start off by trying to do it with this one. So go 150 frames. I would do the you're gonna try to go behind the text as you always do. Just try to go behind the text as you want it to look like, you know. This is a very bad example, but I'm trying to show you what would happen, because now we want the motion to be very smooth and go behind the text. Oops. It's a little hard doing this, because it was ages ago I used the camera to do those kind of movements. Okay, like that, and then just okay, like that. So how would this look like? Oh well, it would just go around, like just scroll around like this. That's not really what intro makers want, and if you would look on an example of my old intros, you would see this a lot when I just do like this, when it just goes like that, and that's really disgusting. That's really not what you guys want. So let's try out with the cube now, okay? So let's go, I go 150, and R said go behind the text, zoom in, very smooth with the S button, and boom, let's look at this. It's a really huge difference. This looks a lot more smooth, and it's a huge difference. So I would 100% recommend using this. And if you guys don't know how to set this up, this cube thing, you can watch my setup video, and it will teach you how to do it somewhere around 4 minutes there in the beginning, because we will work with the camera, or we worked with the camera pretty soon in that video. So yeah, very, very nice. Or pretty early in that video, I meant. So now you see the difference that doing with the regular camera going around is terrible. It's not recommended to use. Use a cube to do animations. It looks a lot more smooth. And now we're gonna go into how to make even just this even more smooth. This motion just being a lot more smooth, because it looks really smooth and beautiful right now. But what if I could make it even more smooth? So let's say you're doing a motion like this, go behind the text, 150, then you go like 100 frames more. And you go a little in, absolutely just a little, like this, okay? So now we look at this. Kinda, you need to adjust what you guys think. So I thought that was a little too much of that, and I think it should be more of that, maybe like that. Kind of, maybe, your decision. If we pull this one back a little, I would just try to do that. Yeah. Look maybe a little better. Yeah. But it's really hard to explain how to do smooth movements, but what I would recommend is that when you do a motion or movement, you continue on for a very small bit, just by like zooming in and doing the same motion, but for a very long time and very slowly and smooth, like this. That's a very, very smooth motion. That's how you make smooth motions with the camera. So let's go into how to make smooth motions with the text. I think we should just show you guys, because why not, you know? So let's say I would do a keyframe here with the I button and go 50 frames, and wait, we must do something before we do that, and this is very important, because if I would do RX now and do like this, you would see it rotates really bad. Go in, right click on the text element and hold Control Alt Shift C and click Origin to center of mass. Problem solved. So now if I would try to do that, 100 and do a little, just a scroll like that. We're gonna look at this now. It's gonna do a scroll. Okay, so we got this now, this beautiful thing. So you got this motion here, whatever you guys want to call it. It looks really nice, but it doesn't look so smooth for the text, you know. In the end there, it just basically stops. What you're gonna do is to put it to like 200 and continue on a little bit, just a little. Look at this video now, I guess will look cooler. Yeah, you see how that looks? That looks very, very smooth. So this is the basic things about making something very, very smooth, is to add a little more, to like do the same motion but in a very long distance in the end. You've come so far you want, but you do a little extra, but very slow and very long, and it will look very, very smooth. It will look a lot better than other intros, and it would even look better with better than 60 FPS. But make sure you have 60 FPS when you do this, or it won't go any difference, because this is what 60 FPS is made for. So please go for that. Maybe like 50, that will work, but not under 50. Okay, minimum 50, and maximum limit, because it makes no difference. So yeah, that's the basics about smoothness and the difference between using a cube to animate your camera and not. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this simple tutorial, and very, very useful for you intro makers out there. I am gonna do daily tutorials, and this tutorial is only 8 minutes long for a very, very good tutorial, to be a very good tutorial, I mean. So if you like this tutorial, please leave a like and comment what I should do next. I will do basic things anyway if you guys don't comment. And if you want an intro, just request one on my banner. It will be a link there. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys soon again. Goodbye, and yeah, goodbye.